What is up, YouTube? James Baek here. Welcome back to another episode of VGC 2018 Back Battles. Today, we're using the Mega Glalie team with Mega Glalie, Tapu Bulu, Milotic, Magnezone, Landis variant, and Incineroar. Let's get started. But if you haven't checked out the previous episode, highly recommend go check it out. Pretty great episode. Glalie able to do some work, and hopefully in this episode, Glalie will also be able to do some work. Now, Glalie is disappointing in multiple ways. So Double Edge is a previous gen move, so you can't actually get Double Edge in VGC 2018. You can't get Hyper Voice. Why doesn't Glalie get Hyper Voice? The Super Fang Refrigerate doesn't work, unfortunately. I mean, it does turn the Super Fang into Ice move, so you can hit Pokemon like Aegislash, so you're guaranteed the Super Fang off if you do connect, and you're guaranteed half their health. But I mean, otherwise, like Glalie, damage output because of the nerf on the Refrigerate and Pixelate and Aerialate and all those other kinds of 8s is really huge for Glalie. Just because it was doing, it was doing alright damage, but yeah, it's not doing alright damage anymore. We got Ultra Moon here. Rhydon, Charizard, Cresselia, Landis variant, Rhydon, Nihilego, and the Celesteela. I really do like my Magnezone here. Magnezone can put in a ton of work. Calmine Cresselia is annoying though if it is Calmine Cresselia. I do have Super Fang though on my I do have Super Fang. Don't think my Milotic's good here. I mean, my Milotic's okay, but it doesn't really do well against Cresselia, Celesteela. It does okay against everything else, but not sure if it's worth it here. I kind of want to go Glalie plus Landis, but the problem is, one, depending on the Nihilego's item. Maybe I don't go Glalie Landis. Maybe I go Magnezone and Landis. I think Magnezone Landis is where it's at. I think that's the play here. I think Magnezone plus Landis covers pretty much anything my opponent can bring out. And what's cool about Magnezone is this one is running Magnipole, which means we do trap in steel types. I do run Magnipole on this one. Incineroar. We need a backup answer, Celesteela, and it's pretty good against my opponent's team overall. And I like Glalie. Because Super Fang is pretty good because it can help us break through walls without having to use our Z move. And having that Super Fang option against Charizard, it's not a bad option. Well, not Charizard, Cresselia. I guess it would help against R2 depending on the Zard set. We don't know if it's X or Y. I would assume it's Charizard Y on this team. I think Charizard Y would make more sense. We'll find out here. Charizard Nihilego is going to lead here. That is a scary, 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 scary lead against my Magnezone and Landers. Please don't be Adrenaline Orb, because that's the one set I really don't want to see here. Okay, it's not. Okay. Sweet. So we can protect our Magnezone. My opponent doesn't know I'm Scarf. I think going for not Hidden Power, U-turn into Nihilego to break a potential Focus Sash is the play. Yeah, I think I'm going to U-turn out and protect my Magnezone. I wish I was Sturdy. Sturdy would be helpful. We're going to see the Nihilego retreat here into the Celesteela. So that Pokemon's trapped in. That Pokemon is trapped in. Oh, this could be big. And Charizard protects. Oh, that's beautiful. I don't take any damage this turn. That's beautiful. Okay. I will protect our Magnezone here. Watch, this is going to be like Tectonic Rage Celesteela. That was a thing. That was a thing back in 17. A U-turn out to Celesteela. I wonder if it's like Scarf? Maybe my opponent thinks I'm like bulky or something? I don't know. I'm going to bring out my Incineroar here. Does get the Intimidate off into the Celesteela, as well as that Fake Out Pressure into Charizard. I kind of want to go for Substitute. I don't know. There are a lot of plays I could do. But if Rhydon comes in, I could just I could knock off Flash Cannon to Falling Turn. So I don't think I have to target that. I think I could just go for Thunderbolt and Fake on a Charizard. I think it's very safe. The Celesteela is trapped in. Can't do much. Unless it has Flamethrower or it has something else. So we'll find out. Fake out Thunderbolt into Charizard. I could use my Z move right off the bat, but I might as well just save the Z move just in case I need it in the future. Like if I need to absolutely nuke the Celesteela. Charizard should be switching out. Could be Landers coming out, but then again, I just get a free switch into my own Landers. So no matter what, I feel like my opponent's in a pretty tough spot. Because if my opponent switches out into Landers, that's fine. Maybe I should have subbed. I think sub was the better play. Rhydon gonna come out. And I will knock off Flash Cannon that Pokemon. Oh, wait. Didn't I? Is my Incineroar and my Magnezone speed tied, don't they? Oh, it's Flamethrower. That shouldn't do too much, though. Yeah, it doesn't. Okay. Thunderbolt. It's Lightning Rod. Okay. Oh, man. Man, that's not how I want it to work. Yeah, I should probably change that speed tier. I'm definitely changing that speed tier afterward. Cause dang, that's not good. I could go Landorus here for the Intimidate, and I can knock off the Rhydon's item, which I think is worth it here. Because my opponents shouldn't be able to knock out my Incineroar, and then I'm going to be able to get a Flash Cannon soon off into the Rhydon, which I think is really crucial. So let's see what my opponent does here. I'm pretty sure no combination can knock me out with any move. We're going to see the Leech Seed come out into the Incineroar slot. Okay, that means I'm not taking Flamethrower, and that damage on the Landorus would have been huge. Knockoff going to come out into the Rhydon. Getting rid of its Violet, and we will see just a Rock Slide come out, which is okay here. Yeah, that doesn't do anything, actually. We're going to see the Leech Seed come out. The Celesteal is fast. We did confirm this. It's either speed tie or it's really fast. I kind of want to double U-turn out. Let's see, I could Earth Power to Rhydon, but the problem is that gives Charizard a free initiative switch, which I'm not very happy about. I gotta find out how do I not lose board position here. I feel like you don't want Rhydon to go down here, and you should know in Special Landorus. I think you switch out Rhydon. I think Charizard should come in. I do think Charizard should come in. I'm actually going to Stone Edge. I'm going to go very aggressive here, I think. I'm going to Stone Edge and U-turn. Yeah. Please work. Okay. I got it. Okay. Yeah. I don't think you should let Rhydon take an Earth Power. Now, please hit the Stone Edge. Oh, beautiful. That's even better. That's even better. It's a wide card. Please. Yes. Yes. Who cares if it's a crit down? It's going to KO anyway. Let's go. Let's go. You-turn out the Celesteela. Do I want to bring out the Rhydon? I might as well just bring out the Magnezone, because Nihilego can't really come in. Nihilego is pretty bad against my team. Let's see what's going to come out from my opponent. I don't know. I could see Nihilego coming in. We are going to see Nihilego come in. Okay, it's not over yet. It is not over yet. Dang, I would have had so much initiative if I just teched. Okay. If I can get rid of Celesteela, I do win. Would it be silly for me just to go for the Stone Edge into Nihilego? Because one, I want to find out if it's Scarf. Stone Edge should still do a good amount to Nihilego. Because I don't want you to Power Gem my Landorus expecting to switch. But then again, Incineroar is probably a safe play. And I don't like this play. I feel like I might have got a great turn, but Nihilego was scary. I think maybe, no, if I brought out Glalie, I was in a worse spot. So bring out the Incineroar, get this Intimidate off, and hopefully we get Fake Out Pressure. So let's see what my opponent's going to do. I don't know if it's Scarf Nihilego. That's the one thing. Power Gem. Okay, I think it's just a double up in the Magnezone, which I'm completely okay with. Okay, I had to get that right. Stone Edge might have been better just to see if it was Scarf Nihilego. I'm going to Fake Out, and I think I'm going to go for the sub here. Because I think it's a safe play all around. Yeah, it's a safe play all around. The problem is if this is Scarf Nihilego, I don't know if +1 Power Gem knocks out my Landorus. That's where it's going to be a big one. That's where it's going to be big. Nihilego is going to retreat though. Oh, the Rhydon's coming in. Perfect. Perfect. And I fake out the Celesteela so it can't break my sub. Sweet. Okay. And now I threaten the Flash Cannon into the Rhydon slot. And I can go for... I could go for Flare Blitz in the Celesteela. I could go for a double up in the Celesteela with Flash Cannon plus Flare Blitz. I don't know if that would KO, but that might be worth. Celesteela hasn't revealed an item yet. It can't be Seed. Berry? Might as well just knock out the Celesteela. And Flash Cannon to Rhydon. I might as well. Celesteela gonna go for the Flamethrower. We'll target at my Magnezone. This is gonna still be a close end game. So I'm knocking off because I don't know if Flare Blitz will be able to knock out the Celesteela. I know we're bulky, but still, we are able to knock out the Rhydon. I know we're adamant, but I just don't want to risk the calc. I'd rather not take all the recoil. That's unnecessary here. Knock off. Getting rid of that Figgy Berry, so it is a berry. We're going to see that the Nihilego comes in. It's really going to come down to, are you Scarf potentially? I mean, the sack here is to go Glalie. Flamethrower would knock out my Magnezone. Ooh, boy. I still think I'm in a tough spot. I'm still in a tough spot. If knockoff did that much, I want to say Flare Blitz might have KO'd, actually. Flare Blitz might have KO'd. Maybe that was a mistake. Protect Magnezone here. Man, I kind of wish I was leftovers now. Here comes the Power Gem. Into the Glalie slot, which will be able to pick up a knockout. And I go... What do I go? Incineroar? Special attack rise. Leech Seed. If I just attacked there, that was game. But I guess I have been playing defensively, so my opponent probably expected that. I will go my Landers here. And it comes down to what item I think this Nihilego is. It could be Focus Sash, which is kind of what I'm expecting on this team. Yet, I really can't say for sure. Air Power Nihilego. I guess I just switch out Incineroar. Because I would go down to Flamethrower otherwise. I just don't know if you're Scarf on the Nihilego. It's really going to come down to it, I think. If you're Scarf, I'm 100% screwed. If it's Sash, maybe I can get away with it. It's going to be tough, though. Okay, it's not Scarf. Earth Power going to come out into the Nihilego. It is Focus Sash, okay. Power Gem going to come out. That should be targeting my Landers. Yeah, okay. And now it's going to come down to a read, I think. It's going to come down to a read. It's going to come down to a read against the Nihilego. So... I can fake out the Nihilego, right? That's always an option I do have. So there are two plays. It comes down to a 50-50. If Nihilego protects, I protect my Magnezone, go for the Flare Blitz and the Celesteela. Actually, this isn't even a 50-50. You just double protect here. Yeah, you just double protect here. There's no way I should be able to come back from this. I have to go on a choke. I have to tell my opponent plays greedy. Or... Actually, if you do go for the double protect... Okay, maybe this actually... I have one out. If I have to predict if you're going to double protect or not, I'm going to fake out and Gigabolt Havoc. No! My opponent left it in! No! Unless Magnezone survives, but no, it doesn't. Good game to my opponent. I wonder my opponent expected the Z move on Magnezone. Probably did. Probably did. Maybe I made it too obvious. I was hoping my opponent would double protect there, stall out the fake out, so you have the Power Gem and the Flamethrower threat the following turn, which is why I expected that play. Which is what I was expecting. And then, or maybe Protect Nihilego, you risk a Flamethrower. Like, wait, if you Power Gemmed my Magnezone, my other play would have worked too. I was also thinking of another play. Like, I could have gone a choke. If Celestia doesn't protect there, and Nihilego protects, I protect Magnezone because you're going to target a Magnezone slot and I could Flare Blitz the Celestia slots. That play would have also won me the game. So the two plays that could have worked, would have worked, except that one. Ah. Dang it, man. Oh well. It was a really good game nonetheless. I did make a really crazy read, but positioning wise, that Nihilego was just really tough to handle. Maybe I should have U-turned? Maybe I should have U-turned with my Landers. Sacked my Magnus. But I forgot what I had on the field. Did I have Incineroar or Magnus on the field? Alright, we got Vale for the United States. Texas as our next opponent. My actual opponent actually DC'd. Oh my lord, a rain team. Glalie though? Glalie hits 4 of these Pokemon for 4 times super effective. Oh, we have to get Glalie. We have to get Glalie doing some work here. We have to. Okay, what's my options here? What are my options? I wish my Magnezone could be bulkier. Every single option I bring against the rain mode, and I feel like I need multiple Pokemon, it just loses to Metagross. You're gonna lead rain most likely, I would assume. I think Magnezone, Milotic. Man, I want to bring Bulu, but Bulu's not that great here other than being a water resist. And I have Glalie for freeze dry coverage. I think I want to bring Landers. Yeah, I'm going to bring Landers. I'm going to bring Landers in the back. This is going to be a tough one. Pelipper Rain is some... Pelipper Rain with Metagross is definitely something that's really scary here. Because of the fact that, you know, Pelipper can hit my Tapu Bulu, which is my best Pokemon for the rain matchup. We're going to see the Pelipper Ludicolo, which is no surprise here. Against my Magnezone plus my Milotic. I'm pretty sure you just fake out my Magnezone because of the fact that I could have Sturdy. I'm not sure if you're going to risk Hydro Vortex turn 1. And you're probably just going to get a Tailwind up. Not much I can do here. I will just go for the Protect with Magnezone. And attempt to Icy Wind and lower the speed for Glalie to potentially come in. If my opponent decides not to Tailwind. Still going to be a really tough game though. Maybe I have to sack my Landers. But if I sack Landers, I just lose to the Metagross, I feel like. No matter what, I'm in a tough spot. Like, Tailwind is frustrating to handle with the rain. Can we do it, though? We'll go for the Icy Wind here. Please, please, please. I want Glalie to showcase. Please let me get attacks off. Please let me get a Freeze Dry off. If I get a Freeze Dry off, I will be super happy. So we'll protect Magnezone here. Fake Out gonna go out into the Magnezone slot, which is no surprise. And Scald. Okay, that's great. That's actually good. Icy Wind. Okay, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. So I get the speed reduction on both of these Pokemon. I wonder if Hydro Vortex even knocks out Magnezone. I would assume so. Magnezone's a bulky Pokemon though, so maybe it survives. I don't think it will though. I know Magnezone's bulky, but it's a Hydro Vortex, man. I'm going to go for the Thunderbolt in the Pelipper, because if I can get rid of Pelipper, because I can get rid of Ludicolo with my Freeze Dry. So we're going to see the Pelipper actually retreat here, which is not what I expected. Garchomp coming in. I have Icy Wind, though. And I'm going for Icy Wind. Just going to go straight for the Giga Drain into Milotic. Maybe it's an Assault Vest Ludicolo. I can't really tell by the Icy Wind damage, because Ludicolo has great defenses. Icy Wind gonna come out, target down these Pokemon, get a good amount into that Garchomp. Man, I can't tell what my opponent's going for now. I could have Z-moved the Ludicolo and found out if it was Assault Vest or not. Man. Magnezone's useful. I'm worried about Tectonic Rage coming out from the Garchomp. I am kind of worried about that. I did get the -2 on Ludicolo, which is decent. Do I? Because you could Tectonic Rage. I think it might be Giga Drain in Milotic and Tectonic Rage into Magnezone. I think I'm going to go out in a Landers here. And Icy Wind again. Because I get speed control. We're gonna see the Garchomp retreat here. Oh, that's not a Hydro Pump going out. It's gonna be the Metagross coming out. So, I mean, Landorus isn't bad here. Landorus does actually pretty good here. But if it's taking a Water type move, that's not something that's gonna be happy. But maybe my opponent targets onto my Milotic. My Milotic has been threatening my opponent's side of the field. Man, if we actually don't get this is really bad. Okay, it's a Giga Drain. That's fine. That's fine. Okay. Gladly take that. Okay, once we get rid of that Ludicolo, I mean, once we get rid of this Metagross, I feel really good about our spot. Icy Wind gonna come out. I feel like a Metagross should be playing defensive here. It should probably be protecting. I don't think it goes on the offense. Ludicolo being slowed down. We'll go for the U-turn. I think what's it called? My Magnezone's very expendable now, so I'm gonna recover because I do want to heal with my Milo. I could have went for Icy Wind. I think Icy Wind might have been better here. Icy Wind could have been better. Let's see what my opponent decides to do. I also don't know what kind of Metagross that this is. If it does have Ice Punch, if it's Stomping Tantrum. Don't want to risk anything. We'll see what it comes out to. We will see the Mega Evolution come out. Does that mean it's going on the offense and I could just went for their power? People will risk this? Because Metagross can win the game. U-turn going to come out into Ludicolo. I just don't think my opponent knows the Dreaded Glalie. My opponent doesn't know the Dreaded Glalie in the back. We'll retreat here. Good damage into Ludicolo. We'll go on to Magnezone. I guess if Magnezone goes down, I just get a free Earth Power into the Metagross at the following turn. So I guess it wouldn't be the end of the world. It is Ice Punch actually coming out from the Metagross. Okay. Nice. And we'll be able to get a recover off. And let's see what my opponent does. Gonna be the Giga Drain once again. Okay, tying down to my Milotic. I feel like if anything, there could be a Garchomp switching in. I just don't know if this thing carries Stomping Tantrum. If this Metagross carries Stomping Tantrum. I feel like it might. It's not worth risking my... It's the last turn of rain. Maybe I just protect my Magnezone here and go out on a Landorus. Even if I'm going to take damage, I think it's okay here. Because at this point, I feel like you're going to Giga Drain my Milotic slot again. If you might go for an attack, or you're going to go for the Water type move into the Magnezone now. So I'm going to get this Intimidate off into my opponent's Metagross, as well as the Ludicolo. I don't think a double up will knock out. We're going to see the Ludicolo retreat. Okay. Into the Garchomp. So Garchomp is problematic, but I think that's alright. We will protect Magnezone. As we are going to see the Zen Headbutt come out, target down to my Milotic slot. So I could have blown away the Metagross, I guess. Rain stops. I feel like it's not Scarf Garchomp on this team. If it's not Scarf Garchomp, I could go for the Gigavolt, potentially blow up the Metagross, and HP Ice the Garchomp. I just don't feel like it'd be Scarf Garchomp on this team. Because if my opponent hasn't Z-moved with Ludicolo, I feel like it's Z-moved Garchomp. I don't know, that's my logic. You know what? I think risking it is fine. I'm really gonna bank it all here, and I think it's a fine bank. Because I feel like my opponent had so many opportunities to Z-move with Ludicolo if he did have it. Like, Magnezone was wide open. So, I'm gonna risk it here. And if my opponent decides to trade Metagross for my Landorus, I think that's fine. Yes, it's not Scarf Garchomp. I didn't think it was. So we do get rid of Garchomp, and please let me knock out this Metagross. We will see the Zen Headbutt come out. Target down the Landorus. Okay, Gigavolt, please do your thing. I guess I wouldn't mind if it doesn't knock out. I get a free switch into my Milotic. But then again, nah, I rather want this to KO. So, Magnezone, Gigavolt, Havoc. Please knock out. This might be the point where I regret not running max special attack on the Magnezone. I mean, I have a good amount. And the Metagross took chip. Dang it, always. Okay. Did we get an Icy Wind off in the Metagross ever? I just can't remember. I'm going to go out on my Milotic here. We know the Metagross doesn't carry the Stomping Tantrum. So we're going to see the Pelipper come out, which is okay here. We will bring out my Milotic. And the question is, who do you target? I feel like you double up into my... Let me see. Medicos is at -1. It's not doing too much. Kind of want to go. Are you going to Scald my Magnezone? What are you going to do here? You might double up into my Melodic. You see, if I attack you and if I'm able to get it, I do win. It just comes down to how does my opponent play. Recover is a safer option. But you know what? I'll go for the Scald and Metagross and Thunderbolt into Pelipper. I'll risk stuff here. I will risk stuff here. Man, I regret running Inner Focus on Glalie now. Moody could actually help me in this endgame. Potentially. We'll find out. Zen Headbutt going to come out into the Magnezone. Is this a double up with Scald? I don't think that knocks out with -1. Tailwind. Oh, my opponent made a mistake. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Don't flinch. Don't flinch. I can't afford this to flinch here. Scald going to come out. Knock out the Metagross. Please, Magnezone. Let's set this up for my Glalie. Set this up for my Glalie. Let's go. Pelipper goes down. Glalie. Man, Glalie would have been able to do so well. Glalie had Freeze Dry. Well, I think I'm going to set it up for the end game where Glalie can win. Ludicolo is going to come out. 3 turns of Tailwind, 1 turn of Rain. Double Protect. Stall it out. Stall out a Fake Out. Although you're not going to Fake Out. I think you're going to go for the attack here. Let's see. Let's see. I just want to get to the Icy Wind situation. We're going to see the Giga Drain into my Lodic. Sub up. Icy Wind. You're going to Giga Drain my Lodic again, I'm guessing. Oh, you're going to Hydro Pump Magnezone. Okay. You did have Hydro Pump. Are you actually Z? And you just didn't go for Hydro Pump or Z the entire time? Crits my Magnezone. It's actually really scary. Oh, man. Does Glalie outspeed the Ludicolo after an Icy Wind? I don't think it does. What's Glalie's speed? I think it's 140. Maybe it's like 150, I think. Actually, no. It's last turn of Tailwind, right? Last turn of Tailwind for my opponent? Yeah, actually, no. As long as my opponent doesn't Giga Drain crit and I'm able to get an Icy Wind off, I should be able to have this. Because then I'll be able to outspeed and Freeze Dry. If my opponent knocks out the Glalie, it's game over. So I have to get the Icy Wind. Otherwise, I could hope for like maybe a miss from the Ludicolo with the Hydro Pump. Although I'm not sure if Hydro Pump KOs Glalie. It should. Hydro Pump going to come out. And Icy Wind. We do connect. So Glalie will be able to win this endgame. Whew. Crit. Doesn't matter. And we'll go for a Freeze Dry here. We should be able to speed since there's no Tailwind and the Ludicolo's at -2 speed. Glalie will be able to finish off this Ludicolo with a Freeze Dry, and we will be able to pick up a win in the second game of today's episode. So really tough. Positioning wise, it was really hard. I made one really risky gamble read. I think it ended up working out. Just because I didn't think it was Scarf Garchomp on the team. I couldn't really see Scarf Garchomp on that team. And I'm really confused on what kind of Ludicolo that was. I can't tell if it was Assault Vest or if it was Z. Because I feel like my opponent had opportunities to KO. Because you're going to run Scald on Assault Vest usually. So I can't tell. I don't know what that Ludicolo set was. But I hope everyone enjoyed today's episode of VGC 2018 Back to Battles. If you did like it, please leave a like down below. Show some support. As well as you can check out the rest of my stuff down below in the description. Such as my social medias, the side series on this channel. Follow me on my Twitch channel because I do VGC live streams. Today is Saturday, which is the second day of the Pokemon World Championship. Maybe I'm in day 2. Maybe I'm competing in the Open. Who knows? Only time will tell. You should be following me on my Twitter if you do want to know what is going on in the event. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Feel free to leave a comment down below as I do read them. Otherwise, have a great day, people. And until we battle again, I'll catch y'all later.